We're going to be welcoming an oh video. All right. Without further ado, please watch this video.
Oh, tinas ko din.
Wala pa kasi po. Wala pa. Ano, political science.
Good afternoon, everybody. Take two. My name is Victor Basa, and if you guys have seen me before, perhaps you've seen me host Miss World way back when, and also more recently at the Miss World Charity Gala. So, yeah, ALV, the pageant circle, is truly one of those entities that truly surpasses a lot of people's imagination. Having such a skilled queen maker is really no easy feat indeed. And as you well know, over the past years, the pageant organization has established its legacy as the country's most credible and respected pageant platforms, with its undisputed track record of victories in the global pageant realm. This afternoon is going to be very, very exciting as we're going to be commemorating the official crowning and sashing of our newly appointed queens. And for this year, our new batch of queens are more than ready to sustain our winning streak and wave our flag proudly as they prepare to embark on their respective pageant journeys within the next few months. But before we continue, we'd like to thank, of course, you, our media friends, for taking a time out to join us this weekend. It's great to see all of you again. See a lot of familiar faces. And we'd also like to thank our friends from Seda Hotel Vertis North for their sumptuous accommodations and for partnering with us for this auspicious event. So thank you very much, Seda Hotel. We would also like to thank everybody. We'd also like to remind everyone that the coronation of our Miss Global Philippines 2026 will be done separately, immediately after the crowning and sashing of our first 5 queens. And this is because there will be a contract signing between ALV Pageant Circle and the owner of the Miss Global Pageant, who is actually currently here in Manila just for this special occasion. And what makes this event even more memorable is the presence of our reigning Miss Global 2025. So we hope you guys can stick around, and we're gonna have a lot of meaningful time together. As we celebrate ALV Pageant Circle's unparalleled legacy, let's now turn the spotlight on the man who remains undaunted in his vision of relentlessly uplifting Philippine pageantry, as well as promoting local tourism. Let's call in the country's winningest queen maker, ALV Pageant Circle President, Mr. Arnold Vegafria.
Good afternoon to everyone. I'd like to thank our pageant media friends, as well as our loyal supporters from the print and online news outlets for taking time out to join us this weekend for this auspicious occasion. Well, in the meantime, I am greatly excited for the pageant journeys of our new queens, especially those who will be representing us in our newly acquired pageant franchises. Before anything else, I would like to thank, of course, the presence of one of the most supportive international pageant. I would like to thank, of course, the presence of Mr. Onin Mas, the Managing Director of Miss Asia Pacific International and Face of Beauty International. Thank you, Onin, and thank you, Vicky, one of the top executive of those two organizations. In line with this, I'm also grateful for the trust and confidence given to us, these pageant organizations, including Miss Global, Miss Glamour, Loop, Miss Interglobal, and all of those new franchise. I would like also to clarify that a last-minute decision to appoint some of our queens was because of the unforeseen cancellation of our Miss Grand International franchise. As you all know, some of our present titles are awarded in that pageant. Hopefully, next year, we will have a better, bigger, and most appropriate pageant platform for all of those crowns. We consider ourselves fortunate to always find ourselves partnering with pageant platforms that align with our visions as well as our meaningful and relevant core advocacies. To our new queens, may you always wave our flag proudly wherever you go. More than just winning the crown, I can only hope that you will always remain grounded and humble. I have always believed that our modern-day Filipina queens are destined for a greater success during their reigns and even long after they relinquish their crowns. Ambitions is always a good thing, but too much ambition can also be dangerous, especially for people who forget to acknowledge their humble beginnings and who let success get into their heads. In all my years for mentoring my queens, I have asked for nothing in return. All I ask is just a little respect and courtesy. After all, we are all more than just a pageant organization. We are a family, a sisterhood bound by loyalty and mutual support, a sisterhood that has no room for ego and selfishness. Once again, congratulations for our new queens, and may this usher in a fresh wave of positivity for our organization. Thank you, and mabuhay!
Thank you very much, Sir Arnold. Very show-stopping remark there, and truly inspiring. You know, seeing the queens. We were just in Palawan this weekend, and it's truly inspiring to see the level of the pageantry, the standard, and it's amazing how ALV has been the one to bring that about in our shores. So may this mark the beginning of another eventful journey for your new queens. And I would just like to add, speaking as an observer of the past queens, we are all well aware of the challenges that you've faced in the recent months. And all we can say is that we admire you for standing your ground, keeping your silence, and facing everything headlong with your head held high. And of course, we just want you to know that we've got your back and continue to believe and support your dreams for our Filipina queens. I think we all stand united in that statement here today. Correct? And as the saying goes, for every door that closes, a window opens. And we believe that it's only a matter of time before something even bigger and grander comes your way. A well-deserved reward for all of your hard work and sterling leadership. All right. But before that, we would also like to acknowledge the winner of Miss Tourism Worldwide 2026, Miss Anne de Mesa. All right, may we also maybe hear a few words from our queen.
First of all, thank you to all the media who attended today. It's very nice to see all of you again. And of course, congratulations to Sir Arnold Bagafria for all of the titles, but most of all, congratulations to all of the girls that he has given the chance to compete internationally. As someone who has aspired so many times to compete internationally, it is really amazing to see the dreams of these girls finally come true. And all thanks, of course, to the opportunities that Sir Arnold has given, and of course, to the directors of the international organizations. Welcome po, welcome to the Philippines, and thank you for being here. So again, congratulations to all the girls and good luck. Excited na ako na mauwi nila ang mga crowns for sure. Lahat ng 6 crowns na to plus yung Miss Global may uwi for the Philippines. So I'm very excited for all of them.
Thank you very much, Miss Tourism Worldwide 2026, Anne de Mesa. And we would also like to go into our farewell walk, starting off with our Face of Beauty International 2026, Miss Nikki Buenafe Cheve. May we call on Miss Asia Pacific International 2026 first runner-up, Anita Rose Gomez.
It's been a meaningful year for me, and I'm so grateful na this time, I know that I reign meaningfully and I will have my successor here. And of course, I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone behind the journey. And sorry kung may kodigo ako because ayaw ko may malimutan akong pangalan. So, yes, as I prepare to pass this crown today, I found asking myself a simple question. What will I remember most about this reign? And surprisingly, it wasn't the crown, the gowns, the pasabog, or even the shoots. It was the quiet moments. The moments when I would look down at my sash and read Philippines and realize that a little girl who once dreamed to represent her country in an international stage had achieved her dream. And I can still remember during my Miss Asia Pacific International journey, every time I heard Philippines being called, I was reminded that I was never walking alone. I carried with me the hopes, kindness, and the resilience of the Filipino people. And what a privilege that has been. But I know that I never walked this journey alone. So I want to thank everyone beside this journey, behind this journey. To my core team, to my Mommy AJ, to my Mommy J. Ro, to Ate Raisa, Mommy Berta, Mommy Seki, Mommy Archie, Daddy Rian Fernandez, Daddy Enchong, Kuya Brent, our Rian Fernandez Angels, Mami Renal, Kuya Jason, and Ate Romel. Thank you so much. To Mami Rao, Sir Leo, Sir Richard, Sir Bench, Mami Angela, Mami Christian, Mami Miss V, Ate Angela, Mami Yuto, Mami Ken Belmonte, Ralph, Kuya MJ, Kuya John Carlo, Mami Yach, Mami Nicole, and the entire team of creatives and designers behind this journey. Thank you for your trust, love, and unwavering support. I am forever grateful po. And to Biladi Jewelry and BOG Jewelry, thank you so much for also being part of this journey. And to my glam team today, to Mami Joshi and Mami Jeff, maraming salamat po. And of course, to the ALV Pageant Circle, Sir Arnold Vega Priya, thank you for this life-changing opportunity. Maraming salamat po sa tiwala. And of course, sa Miss Asia Pacific International Organization, maraming salamat po. And of course, say, oh kuya, I miss you. So ngayon po, alam ko na kulang ang mga salita para bigyan ko kayo ng parangal at recognition sa journey na to. But I also want to thank my family for being there, for supporting me. So as I pass on this crown, I have nothing but gratitude in my heart. Thank you for allowing me to wear the Philippine sash po. Not just on my chest, but within my soul. And after this long journey, whenever I hear the word Philippines, my heart will always say, present. Ako po si Anita Rose Gomez, ang inyong Miss Asia Pacific International First Runner-Up 2025. At ako po ang nag-iiwan ng kasabihan na mahal ko ang Pilipinas, mahal natin ang Pilipino, at mabuhay tayong mga Pilipino. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Ms. Anita Rose Gomez. Beautifully said. And I also learned that Ms. Anita Rose Gomez will also be walking in the next national pageant of ALV Pageant Circle. So exciting times ahead. And now, we've come to the highlight of today's activities, the crowning and sashing of our ALG Pageant Circle Queens. Are you all excited? All right, I'm sure our pageant media friends are betting on their favorites. Yung mga iba, gumawa na ng listahan, and maybe even are also have some wagers on the outcomes, are betting on them already. So get your cameras ready and be ready to cheer for your new queens. The first crown that will be awarded tonight will be Miss Glamour Look Philippines 2026. With its motto, celebrating women empowerment through beauty and diversity, the pageant is a global platform that honors women who inspires change, embraces diversity, and lead with confidence, compassion, and purpose. Miss Glamour Look International celebrates the beauty of every culture, empowering women to become ambassadors of unity, leadership, and positive transformation worldwide. And our Miss Glamour Look Philippines 2026 is an actress, singer, model, and host who recently signed up with Viva Artist Agency. Miss Glamour Look Philippines 2026 is none other than Erika Davis. our Miss Glamour Look Philippines 2026. Congratulations, Miss Erika Davis.
Hi, good evening everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm truly honored and grateful to receive this crown tonight. Thank you to the judges, organizers, sponsors, my family, and everyone who supported me. I accept this title with humility and promise to wear it with pride, grace, and purpose. Thank you so much.
All right, now we'll take a...
Ladies and gentlemen, our first official candidate for Miss Glamour Look International from Philippines, Miss Erika Davis.
Congratulations. The second crown we'll be awarding tonight is for Miss Interglobal Philippines 2026. The Miss Interglobal pageant promotes diverse modern women through its motto, unifying the world through beauty and tourism, highlighting confidence and global leadership, and welcome delegates from various cultural, racial, and religious backgrounds. Our Miss Interglobal Philippines 2026 is Miss Grand Philippines 2025 first runner-up from Bicolandia, Margarette, Briton. And crowning Erika as ALV Pageant Circle President, Sir Arnold Vegafria. Crowning Margarette as ALV Pageant Circle President, Sir Arnold Vegafria. From Bicolandia, Margarette Briton.
Like I've said, this is another platform for my other queens. As I promised to them that even their runner-up, I make sure that they will also compete for the international pageant because they deserve to represent our country for the international stage. And this will be happen this coming August. Competition will be in Bali, Indonesia. The owner of Miss Interglobal pageant is from Germany. That's why I'm very positive that the Filipino beauty from Bicol will bring home the first Miss Interglobal.
Sir Arnold, thank you so much for this opportunity, for making this possible, and for the trust.
And I promise you, I will give my 100% best in every segment of the competition. Good afternoon to everyone who's here. Thank you for celebrating with us. And thank you also for the rest of the team of ALV Pageant Circle, to my Bicolano teams, to TCI family, to Luminous, and to all the people who made it possible for me to stand here today. This previous month was really good and generous to me. When I dared to join a national pageant and going out of my comfort zone, I landed as first runner-up. And who would have thought that finally I will be joining an international pageant stage. And I am very excited and happy because as a Bicolana and as a pure-blooded Filipina, I am very happy to wear the sash of Philippines across my heart. And what really makes me excited about Miss Interglobal 2026 is that this pageant is new, fresh, and promising. I hope with the collaborative effort, a Filipina will wear the first crown of Miss Interglobal 2026. Please be with me through this journey, and please remember a story of Bicolana, shaped by a beautiful kaleidoscope of hard works and resilience. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Miss Interglobal Philippines, Margarette Briton from Bicol. You actually deserve to represent our country. Am I right?
Congratulations, Margaret. And of course, our winners will be back for the Q&A later, so you can spend some more time with them as well. Next up, we are crowning for our official representative for one of the youngest pageants founded in 2021 and held annually in Egypt, Miss Elite World. Will she be the second Filipina to win the Miss Elite crown? We surely hope so. Our Miss Elite World Philippines 2026 is a former Miss World Philippines 2024 second runner-up, Sophia Bianca Santos. Sir ALV will do the honor of crowning and sashing Sophia.
Our official candidate of the Philippines in Miss Elite International, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Sophia Santos from Pampanga. Finally, she will now represent our country because she can be competed. You know what happened in the past because of the age problem, she never had a chance to compete for another international competition. But this time, definitely, as I promised to her, you will represent our country in the international stage. Congratulations, Sophia.
Thank you, sir. So today reminds me of where my dream began, from the public market to sell dressed chicken with my mom. I to dream beyond poverty. So being crowned as a Miss Elite Philippines and having the honor to represent our country, it is not just a title. It is a story of hard work, patience, and a dream that has more than a decade in making. So before I end this, I would like to thank God for always guiding me and giving me a spirit of patience. To Sir ALV, thank you for this incredible opportunity and for always believing in me. The ALV Pageant Circle, thank you so much po sa support since the Miss World Philippines 2024. To my family, especially to my dad in heaven, advance happy Father's Day. To my friends, to my hairstylists, makeup artists, to my mentors, photographers, and of course, the pageant media, thank you so much po sa support nyo. And everyone who believed in me and supported me behind the scenes, maraming salamat po. And I promise that I will do my best to represent our country. And finally, after 2 years, I will carry the Philippines on international stage. Thank you so much po.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Miss Elite Philippines from Pampanga, Bianca Santos. Sophia Santos.
Congratulations, Sophia. All right, on to our fourth crown. But before that, we would like to
Well, I was a previous national title holder, but when I saw the Crown of Face of Beauty on another national pageant, I felt a hunch, and I told myself, when you feel a hunch, you have to go for it, because you know, what if you felt something and then you didn't do it and you regret it? So that's what I did. I followed my hunch, and my hunch brought home the back-to-back crown of Face of Beauty International 2025. So I am extremely grateful for the people who are behind me and for the people who made this happen. Of course, first and foremost, my mother. Mama, maraming salamat. I love you to the moon and back. My families, my brothers, they even took part in it. Also, my designers, Rian Fernandez, Val Taguba, which I am wearing today, a very beautiful gown. Also Rao and Krishna Pakula and also Aaron Montaño. Everyone really put their heart and soul into this journey of Face of Beauty. And I wouldn't be here without them. So maraming salamat to my team, to Mami Rod, to Mami Yaj, and Mami Nicole, to all the designers, all the creatives, and everyone which, kasi ang dami nila, I don't know how I could mention all of them. So I hope walang magtatakbo sa akin. So maraming salamat po. From the bottom of my heart, I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be able to represent the Philippines in my heart on the international stage. Kaya maraming salamat po. And for the last time, I am Nikki Buena Petcheve, Face of Beauty International 2025 from the Philippines! Maraming salamat po.
By the way, for those two queens who gave honor to our country, give pride to our country, Miss Asia Pacific first runner-up, Miss Asia Pacific International first runner-up, Anita Gomez, and of course, for our Face of Beauty, back-to-back po tayo dyan, when we had a stage in Taiwan, Nikki, we will give them a chance to have their moment next year on the first quarter of next year, last week of January at the Araneta Coliseum for the crowning of the new other crowns, and of course give them a chance, the Miss Asia Pacific and Face of Beauty, doon po gagawin sa Araneta Coliseum on the last week of January. So all of these two official winner natin that represent our country, we will give them a moment to do their final walk. I would like also to thank, of course, the Managing Director, Onin, and of course, the top executive of Face of Beauty and Miss Asia Pacific, Vicky. Mr. Onin is very supportive to our organization, and I always promise that I will give you the best candidate to represent our country in your organization. And so far, so good. And we got our first year, Philippines won in Face of Beauty. And our first for Miss Asia Pacific was just last year. We got the first runner-up. Alright? So, thank you so much. We have three more important crowns to be, you will see who will represent our country for Miss Tourism International, Miss Asia Pacific International, and of course, Face of Beauty International. Last word?
Yes, maraming salamat to everyone who has taken their time to come here and show their support to ALV Pageant Circles and to Face of Beauty International Philippines as well. I will always be proud to represent the Philippines, and I will now always be Face of Beauty International and also Face of Beauty International Philippines 2025.
May we request,
I would like also to thank and congratulate Miss Ann De Mesa for winning our first Miss Tourism Worldwide International. That was happened 2 months ago in Malaysia. So let's give him a warm round of applause. We won our first. And of course, Miss Kaylin, represented from ALV Pageant Circle, will be the judge for Miss Grand and MGI All-Star. MGI All-Star.
may we request Sir ALV and please. Okay. Alright. please have a seat as we Our fourth crown is for our Face of Beauty Philippines 2026 official representative who actually faces a big challenge. As Sir Arnold mentioned earlier, you have to rise up to the challenge and see if she will live up to the Philippines' back-to-back wins over the past 2 years. Thanks to our gorgeous queens, Jean Isabel Bilasano, Face of Beauty International 2024, and Nikki Buenafe Cheve, Face of Beauty International 2025. Founded in 2012, the Face of the International pageant aims to cultivate young female leaders worldwide, with contestants taking part in charity events and other activities while traveling across the host country, Taiwan. And our Face of Beauty Philippines 2026 is former Miss World Philippines 2026 Sultan Kudarat, Olivia Grace Reilly. And crowning Olivia are none other than Face of Beauty International 2025, Nikki Buenafe Cheve and Onin Mas and Managing Director Ms. Vicky Bugayo. Onin.
The Managing Director of Face of Beauty Philippines International, Face of Beauty International, Mr. Onin Mas, and of course, Miss Vicky Bugayong. A pride of Sultan Kudarat. The pride of Sultan Kudarat, Miss Olivia Reilly, our Face of Beauty Philippines 2026.
Can you make some photographs of this momentous occasion?
So, Kalino and Kasaja, everyone. I am Olivia Grace Reilly, formerly Miss Sea International Philippines 2026, and now your Face of Beauty International Philippines 2026. And it is an honor to be here today. And of course, I'd like to thank Sir Arnold Bigafreda and to the ALV Pageant Circle for giving me the opportunity to represent the Philippines on a bigger stage. And of course, to my province, the ever-loving and supportive province, the province of Sultan Kudarat. To our governor, to our government officials, to Sir Yuri, Sir Mark, Sir Garvey, Sir Ange, and Kuya Miliga. Thank you so much, and also to my family. And it might seem impossible, but I aim to bring the first ever back-to-back-to-back victory. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Olivia, and good luck in your back-to-back conquest. You can do it. We're all rooting for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Olivia from Sultan Kudarat, our Face of Beauty Philippines 2026. Face of Beauty will be on November at Taiwan. This time it's in Taiwan again. You can have your throne. Ladies and gentlemen, our new Face of Beauty Philippines 2026.
Congratulations, Olivia. We will now witness the crowning of our official candidate for one of the longest running tourism pageants in the world, Miss Tourism International, which was established in 1994 and interestingly was held here in our country last year. As most of our pageant media friends know, tourism has long been one of the prime advocacies of Sir Arnold and his organization. And that's why we can say that this competition is strongly aligned with their vision. And guess what? His official candidate is a familiar face in the local pageant scene, having been named Reina Hispano-Americana 2023 second runner-up and Miss Environment International 2022 first runner-up. She was also Century Superbuds 2022 first runner-up. Please welcome our Miss Tourism International Philippines 2026, Michelle Arceo. Our Miss Tourism International Philippines 2026 will be crowned by Arnold Vigafria.
Ladies and gentlemen, our official candidate for Miss Tourism International 2026, our Miss Tourism International 2026, Miss Michelle Arceo. Actually, this is our first year for Miss Tourism International. And I'm positive that, this time I hope you will get the crown. When she competed for Reina, she got second runner-up. When she competed for Miss Environment, she got the first runner-up. I hope this time, I'm so positive that through our training, through our support, and I'm so confident that our first year for Miss Tourism International, I hope Philippines will make it through the beauty and the intelligence and the confidence of Michelle Arceo, our new Miss Tourism International 2026.
Well, you know what they say, third time's a charm, di ba? So sana, pray. Well, hello everyone, magandang hapon. It's lovely to see all your wonderful faces again. I've been in the pageant scene for going on 8 years now. So all of you are practically my friends and family, and I want to thank you all for taking time out of your days, spending your precious time to come out here and seeing all of us one by one. I'm grateful for this opportunity. About 1 year ago, Miss Ran was concluded and I received one of the crowns.
It's been 1 year since then, and I haven't competed yet. So I was ready, honestly, to kind of let this dream lay to rest. I came to terms with it. And I received a call a few weeks ago if I was ready to compete. I was a bit reluctant to say yes, because to be honest, I don't know if I had the strength to compete or if I had the energy at this point. But you know, pageants have been my dream. This has been an honor. This is who I am, honestly. I wouldn't be where I am today without this and without all of you. And I'm grateful. I'm extremely, extremely grateful for this opportunity. And again, I'm so excited to carry the Philippine sash across my heart once more and represent our country. Laban, everyone. Thank you. And I just want to lastly thank ALV for this opportunity. You've been a part of my family for 7 years. I've been with you guys since day one. I want to thank my family most of all, my mom and my dad, for supporting me every single step of the way. The media, the fans. I'd like to thank my team. I'd like to thank my hair and makeup, my glam, all of my designers, my coaches, Q&A, pasarela, lahat. Without each and every one of you for the past almost decade, you wouldn't have created me in a sense. Like, I'm an embodiment of each and every single one of you. And again, third time's a charm. I am absolutely ready and I'm so excited. Thank you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Miss Tourism International, Michelle Arceo. I would like also to acknowledge the presence of Miss World Philippines 2026. Miss Asia Simpson came all the way from Palawan. Very supportive. The next round is very important to my heart because this is a pageant that originated in our country. We have to be proud of this pageant organization because they are one of the best and one of the best pageant organization that represent the Philippines because originated in our country. And for me, this is more important, very close to my heart because they're promoting they're concentrating also on the tourism aspect of the Philippines. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new queen to represent for Miss Asia Pacific International. It's because they're supposed to be part of the staging supposed to be the next month. But something happened, so they are very supportive and they're very understanding all of these other international pageant organization. So thank you for your support, Onin and Vicky, and I'll make sure next year we will give a big chance on the national stage and in Araneta Coliseum, and of course our Philippine pride who give pride to our country to keep their moments on the national big stage. Thank you for your understanding.
Thank you very much, ALV. Such exciting times. A lot of huge events coming up on our calendar. And once again, congratulations, Michelle. Third time's a charm, I bet. And for our sixth and final crown for this segment is for Miss Asia Pacific International Philippines 2026. Our official representative will fly to Cebu for the 42nd edition of the 58-year-old pageant, which was founded in Manila in 1968 rather, and is the first and longest running global pageant born in Asia. Our Miss Asia Pacific 2026 official representative was formerly Miss World Pampanga 2026. Let's give it up for Gabrielle Galapia.
classmates on it, and of course our Miss Asia Pacific.
May we call on Sir Onen and Miss Vicky to please present the sash and the flowers, and of course, Anita Rose Gomez. Once again, congratulations, Gabrielle.
Okay, so on behalf of Miss Asia Pacific International, welcome to Maki family, the former Miss Philippines. And just the same, I'm inviting all of you to please join us on the pageant season, the 58th edition of Miss Asia Pacific International, happening on September 22 up until October 10. All the events will be happening in the beautiful island, the very festive Cebu province. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and we hope to see you there, and hopefully we'll get the crowd this time. Okay? Thank you, ALV.
Thank you, Mr. Oni. Thank you, Vicky. Surprise ba? As I promised to Oni that, of course, I will give you one of our best candidates to represent our country in Miss Asia Pacific International. And like from Pampanga, Miss Gabrielle Galapia.
May we hear from Miss Gabrielle?
Hello everyone, a wonderful afternoon to each and every one of you. So, hello, my name is Gabrielle and I'm your Miss Asia Pacific International Philippines. So thank you so much for being here. Our media friends, you all take the time out of your precious days to be able to cover these wonderful events and watch essentially dreams come true. Of course, I'd love to thank Tito ALV. Thank you so much for giving these queens a chance to represent the Philippines on an international stage. It's such a wonderful gift that you also gift onto others. And thank you so much to the organization as well for, of course, taking care of the queens. I think that's one of the most important things of an organization is when you're able to really nurture and watch your queens grow. So thank you so much. And of course, I hope that I'll be able to make you all proud on the international stage. Thank you so much for giving me this privilege of being able to wear the Philippines across my chest.
Congratulations once again, Gabrielle. Alright, so we're going to be going into a segment that I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for. A lot of you have prepared your questions beforehand to have some quality time with our queens. But while they're prepping, let me give you a brief overview of our timelines for our forthcoming pageants. Our earliest send-off will be for Sophia, who will compete in the Miss Elite World 2026 finals in Hurghada, Egypt from September 7 to 19. Next is Gigi Gabrielle, who will fly off to Cebu for the Miss Asia Pacific International 2026 finals from September 25 to October 10. And lastly, we have Erika, who will be having her hometown advantage when she competes at the Miss Glamour Look 2026 finals from November 25 to December 3. So please mark your calendars. I'm sure you guys are all prepped for that. Yung iba, you'll have like a watch party or have like live streaming with chat. So it's gonna be a really exciting time. For now, we still don't have the details for the Face of Beauty International 2026 finals. And unfortunately, Miss Tourism International 2026 has been postponed. So we will just inform you, furnish you with updates as they come in. So, today was a day of awards and sashes and crowns. It's a truly magical sight. I've never seen that happen in such a compressed time, and I consider myself very very grateful to have been witness to that as well. So, ladies, may we now ask you to come back on stage for our Q&A, our new queens. All right, guys, let's prepare, and you can have some photo ops later. Plenty of time for that immediately after. But for the meantime, we can now formally open our Q&A segment. All right, I'll start it off. To our media friends, kindly state your name and media affiliation prior to asking your questions. Let's not go beyond 2 questions, and please avoid asking questions for all 5 queens, since that would be too time consuming, and we want everybody to have a chance to be able to hear from our queens themselves. All right? So who would like to go first?
Yes, good afternoon and congratulations to all of you. Okay, I'm very also for OPNB World, but question is for the newly crowned Miss Asia Pacific International Philippines, Gabrielle, Galapia. Okay, my question is, what does your new title, Miss Asia Pacific International Philippines, mean to you?
Wow, that is such a beautiful question. Thank you so much for that. Well, being able to represent the Philippines definitely is a privilege that I will not take for granted. When I joined my previous pageant, I was able to place high, and I was very happy with that, since it was my first ever national pageant. But being able to be given the opportunity rather to represent the Philippines is really something that I will treasure. And I think that this is for the little girl within me who would see beauty queens on stage and dream that she would also be able to step on that stage. So I hope that I'll be able to make that dream as well for others.
Okay, personally, to whom do you want to share this sort of celebration?
I'd want to share it with my family, of course, with my mom. She's actually right there watching. So I'm really thankful for my mom because she's really like actually a sister to me. She's the one who was able to really support me throughout my entire pageant journey. She's the one who pushed me actually to become a beauty queen in the first place. I wouldn't have joined without her. So I'm really, really grateful for her, and I hope that we share this win together.
Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
To our Q&A participants, please kindly approach the mic. Please don't be shy. Just state your name and your affiliation, and you can ask your question for our newly minted queens.
Go ahead. Kayain ang media. Hello, boy.
Wala kang bubuhat. Reilly, congratulations.
Introduction, Edge.
Yeah, I'm Edge Tenoria, pure Filipina. I'm pageantology. Michelle, tumatawa ka. Dahil dyan, I have questions for you. Can you share the story behind this appointment as Miss Tourism International Philippines?
Well, the story is, in the last Miss Grand, I got Miss Tourism World, and unfortunately that kept getting postponed. And then this opportunity came a few weeks ago. I got a phone call from the organization if I was willing to take up this opportunity. And of course, syempre, I eat, breathe, live pageantry. It's been my entire life. And of course, syempre, I want to make my country proud. I want to represent the Philippines once again, and of course, why not do it on the international stage? This will be my third pageant, and for me, my last pageant. I want to end it with a bang, and hopefully we'll win. Not hopefully, we'll win. I will take that crown home. Ayan. And of course, I mean, with everything that's been going on in the news, and with topics running rampantly through our media, I want to prove that I eat, breathe, live the Philippines. I am Pinay. It's not just about my blood. It's not just how my skin. It's about my heart. Pinoy ang puso ko, and I want to show that on the international stage.
Thank you so much. Congratulations again for ALV.
Kasi dito ba't natatakbo? Ako natatakbo. Dali mo dito yung yan. Kasi natatakpan kasi. Go. Away! Tinatakpan ni Sir.
Sino ba?
Ito na for
Hi, good afternoon. For Olivia Grace, congratulations. My name is Erika from Odontology. Sabi mo kanina, kakayanin natin ang back-to-back. So, how would you prepare considering that the pageant is still on November back? Tama ba ako?
Hello po, thank you for your wonderful question. Well, the pageant is in November, and I promise to do my best and to juggle it with my academics as well. And this is such a privilege for me and also for Sultan Kudarat. And I will promise to make you all proud and bring back the first ever back-to-back victory. Thank you so much.
Right, we have our next question. Name and affiliation, please.
I have a question. This is from Reina. And, ALV said ambition is important, but also dangerous. My question is, during your reign, what do you plan to have accomplished?
For who?
No, for all of them.
Bawal.
No, sorry.
Wag ambitious sa question.
I think, Miss Asia Pacific.
So I'm someone who is very passionate about abuse survivors. I'm someone who is a survivor myself, and I hope to be able to bring that not only to the entire Philippines, but to the entire world. I want to be able to raise the voices of these people, and I hope that throughout my entire reign, I'll be able to do so, and I'll be able to do more than what I already have.
Thank you so much. My second question is, we recently have issues about habits. For you, is it important that one knows how at least understand Filipino language before being able to represent Philippines, Miss Interglobal Philippines?
Definitely yes. I think when we are going to represent one country, we need to study the language, the culture, and how to show how proud we are to represent that country. I really believe that we must give so much respect to the Philippine sash because not all Filipinos are given the chance to represent our country to the international stage. Thank you.
That's all. Thank you so much.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Peter from Critical Beauty Philippines. My question is for Sophia. Miss Reilly.
Hello.
Sophia, I've seen your advocacy video regarding your help with the indigenous people of Pampanga. You're giving away school supplies to them. Please tell us something more about this and how can we sustain the giving of school supplies to the indigenous people of Pampanga?
Oh yes, my advocacy entitled so hard since 2022. So my advocacy is empowering the indigenous people through education because I also experienced the bullying through my color. So I want to uplift them. So last week I give them school supplies and school needs for their school year. So I want to collaborate with the LGU to maintain my advocacy and I will carry with this in the international stage. So yeah, no one deserves to be left behind and being neglected. Thank you.
Guys, I hope you don't mind if please move the mic a little closer because it's hard to look there because of the glare of the light.
Sir, natatakpan kasi sir. Oo. Pag nakatayo yung pag nakatayo yung nag-question.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Lopez from Interglobal, and my question is for Miss Glamour International Philippines, Erika Davis.
Hi po, kumusta?
Okay ba? Hi Erika, so you are a fresh face in pageantry. So what is the reason why you consider joining pageantry, especially an international pageant this year?
Well, this was kind of unexpected on my part. So I never really thought of being in pageants again because I was previously in pageants when I was in my province in San Pablo, Laguna. Pero when I was given the opportunity to get this title of Miss Glamour Look International, I decided to take it on even though I'm very new to the pageant industry and it's been a while now. So I would say the reason why I decided to take this on is because I feel like it's a new chapter in my life and I feel like now I can show the world my capabilities and everything that I am willing and excited to do to get this title of Miss Glamour International. Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you po. Thank you.
Ito Norman, go na.
Go Norman.
Good, laban ko na i-stress to na.
Sir Norman, go.
Nakakakita ka ngayon. Hindi pwedeng makita na
Name and affiliation, please.
I'm Victor.
Hello.
I'm dito Norman to everyone in pageantry. My question is Gabrielle. I remember Gabrielle during Miss World Philippines. You won the head-to-head challenge. Okay. So does it mean that come September, October in Cebu, you will also prove your mettle as an intelligent and smart lady from Pampanga?
Hello? Okay, there you go. So, I think that when I won the head-to-head challenge, I was so grateful because I was against so many other smart and well-spoken ladies. So it really was unexpected for me, to be honest. And I was super grateful about that. So I hope that I'll be able to continue that sort of energy. And I'm grateful that people see me that way. It's definitely something that I take pride in. And I hope that in the international stage, I can also make you guys proud.
Thank you, Gabrielle. And
Thank you also.
pahabol lang for Michelle. My God, Michelle, we go a long way back.
Yes, we do. I haven't seen you for quite a while. It's lovely to see you
The
again.
last time we saw each other was in Bukidnon.
Oo, medyo matagal na.
Yeah. So, what new will you offer? What new thing will you offer? I'm familiar with Miss Tourism International, the pageant. I personally know the owner. So I have a pretty good idea of what he expects from the next Miss Tourism International, considering the fact that you won so many times with the pageant. What will you offer this time around?
With something new, I think you're going to be seeing a total rebrand. For me especially, after studying Miss Tourism, I know what is required of me. So in terms of the way I dress, the pasabog that I release, but most importantly, it's the advocacy that I will be representing of tourism, showing the Philippines and why I fell in love with it and why so many other people all around the world have fallen in love with their country. And I want to represent the Philippines in a different manner, not just showing how gorgeous our beaches are or how the city life is, but I want to show the people, the food, the heritage, culture, lahat, everything. So that is something new that I'm going to be bringing to the table. I have to brainstorm a little bit more, but I think my head is in the right place in terms of direction, and I trust my team thoroughly through and through of what we can do to win that crown.
No love life.
Ano po?
No love life.
Ay, that's my first. My love life's a beauty, to Norman. Everyone here, I love everyone here dearly. I love my bombshells over there. I love the media. I love the fans. You all have been with me since day one, and I love each and every one of you for being able to take time getting to know me throughout these years and asking all these beautiful, lovely girls questions, and I thank you all.
All right. But may we also announce that we're down to our last 3 questions, so we can have more time for, of course, today's activities. And if you want to interview naman our queens, our beautiful women here, you can interview them naman. Just don't ambush, huh? Just politely ask them on the side.
Hello po, I'm Briton from Manila Standard. My question will go to Queen Olivia.
Me?
The last one, sorry.
Margarette.
Queen Margarette. Sorry for that. Queen Margarette, again, I'm Briton from Manila Standard. One of the trends now are those dramas or dramatology we've seen in Facebook, no? And actually, a lot of Filipinos get addicted to it because of very interesting stories and inspiring stories, no? But napansin ko lang na most of the actors and actresses na feature doon, parang they all look the same, no? As a Filipina, how can you promise yourself not to succumb to that trend, especially to those looks like having fair skin and big eyes, those Caucasian looks?
What was the last line po? Last line?
How can you promise yourself as a Filipina that you won't succumb to that trend now? Particularly in those who are being featured in those dramas or dramatologies in Facebook.
I am not actually familiar about the trend. Can you enlighten me more so that I can give an accurate information for everybody?
medyo mahirap intindihin kung hindi ka familiar. Any one of you na medyo nanonood ng ganun sa panahon ngayon sa Facebook?
Mga teleserye.
Yung itsura ng mga bida, mapuputi, malalaking mata and everything. How are you going to embrace your own look and not adhere to those trends?
Now I understand. Thank you. I just want to make sure that I will give an accurate answer for every one of you. You know what? Since I was a child, I was told that I am not pretty enough to be in the pageant industry because my skin is too dark. But then I realized growing up, my skin represents that I am a Filipina. So, in the past years, instead of being depressed or body shaming, I have learned how to adopt and love myself. Every time I see myself in the mirror, I always tell her that you are different in the most beautiful way. Yes, I am Morena, and this is what really best represents as being a Filipina. Thank you.
And best of luck in your international competitions.
Thank you so much.
Right, up next, we have Sir...
Hello, I'm not the interpreter. Mabuhay, my name is Armin Adina, representing the Philippine Daily Inquirer. I have a question for Sophia, Bianca, Santos. You have been waiting since 2024. Hindi ka ba nainip sa paghihintay, and how did you handle the pressure of, iniisip mo matutuloy pa ba or hindi?
You know that I feel excited and grateful. So pressure is always there. It is a good motivation that our reigning queen is from the Philippines, which is Queen Gabrielle. So however, instead of thinking about pressure, I always think my goals like trainings and preparation to get that back-to-back crown. And then, yes, I promise that I will do my best because I have waited for 2 years. Because that 2 years, I had to work hard and I prepared for this pageant. And one thing that I learned in this waiting is the patience. And I always believe that God give a perfect timing. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Congratulations to all of you and the best.
And our last and final Q&A participant.
Tenten.
Go, Tenten!
Tenten Rodriguez.
Go, Tenten!
Tenten Rodriguez.
Tenten TV!
Ikaw na. Yes.
Anybody else?
Jane Farm!
Ay, nako.
So last two. Okay.
Hello ladies, congratulations to all of you first of all. Actually, I'll do the question for our Miss Face of Beauty International Philippines. And my question to you is, since you're competing for a back-to-back win, if you have any strategy or what's your approach to the competition, knowing that it's a big challenge to begin with?
So I asked Nikki actually what she did when she was competing, and she just told me to give it my all. Because I was someone who was I was depressed, I was anxious, and I really didn't know what to do. I was very new to pageantry, but I just gave it my all. And through pageantry, I have gained confidence, and I hope that through Face of Beauty International, I will become the best version of myself, and I'll be able to inspire many more girls who are just like me to also compete in pageantry, and to also give a good impact on the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and congratulations to all of you.
Hi, good afternoon everyone. This is Jay from Pageant Trend, and I'm a halfies. Half Filipino and half Filipino. Just kidding. Anyway, my question goes to our Miss Tourism International Philippines, Michelle. Congratulations in advance, dear.
Thank you so much.
So, given that you have competed in the international stage, what makes you excited about this Miss Tourism International 2026 pageant?
What makes me most excited? Of course, syempre, meeting a new set of girls from around the world, making new friends. Because that's one takeaway from my previous pageants. I made lifelong friends, the memories, the laughter, the tough times, being able to endure a pageant. Because let's be honest, pageants are really, really difficult. You're competing against some of the most beautiful women in their respective country. And of course, with that along the way, other than making new friends, it's traveling to a new place, seeing a new culture, a heritage, trying new food. Isn't that also really exciting, being able to experience the world and in totality the human experience in general? I think that's what makes life so beautiful and exciting. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And I believe we have room for one more question. One last question.
Kailangan pasabugin ko. The last question. Pasabog.
Hello, this is Tenten, sir. Sir ALV talked about being grateful, respectful, and being, we talked about that, if you heard about that. I would just like to ask, how do you girls value loyalty? This one, I think Michelle and Miss Elite is, di ba, medyo matagal na, so.
Michelle. All right, so I won't tread too long on this because I think my biggest stance on loyalty, I've been here for 7 years.
Yeah.
I think that's loyal through and through. That's enough said. Thank you very much. But also I want to touch loyalty is extremely important, I must say. And I think that shows the qualities of someone's character and what they do in their, like how much love that they put into this. And I think I've proven myself through this journey of loyalty and sticking through ALV side after all these years, because I have so much love for ALV. And I want to thank you for all the opportunities you gave me, because I would not be here in my career if it were not for you. So once again, thank you.
Oh yes, I am under the ALV Pageant 3 since 2024. So I am a proof that I have a patience and yes, hinintay ko talaga si Sir ALV to give me a chance to represent our country, and finally I will going to represent our country on the international stage.
Thank you.
Wow, such wonderful answers from our queen, such eloquence and such grace and poise amidst the difficult questions. And that wraps up our Q&A. ladies, please find your light.
No makeup yan ah, no makeup.
Apparently, the camera eats first. So, photos, more photos.